Hello everybody and welcome back to Ultimate Sims Guides and welcome to our first Tiny Living Stuff Pack video. In this video, we are going to be talking about how powerful the Tiny Living lot perks are and how absolutely insane it is that just living on a smaller footprint can get your Sims this many benefits. If this is your first time here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this is the kind of stuff you like to watch, and let's just jump right into it. So before we go into how crazy they are and all of the things that I've tested with these lot perks, I wanted to go over them first. So we have the Tier 3 Small Home lot perks. This is any home that is less than 100 tiles. So you're going to have light in the load, which means you have lower bills, and you're going to have feeling fine all the time, which means that your happy, inspired, and focus buffs last twice as long. So I have noticed that the bills are significantly less expensive at this house. They're anywhere between like $200 to $500 when I know that a lot of the expensive stuff, like the stove and the fridge that we've been able to afford because of these perks, do make your bills go up a lot more, and they should be more expensive. So that's definitely very valuable because you don't have to spend as much money on your bills, which means you can have other things in your house that are nicer. Also, the feeling fine all the time actually gives your Sims a fine moodlet that just kind of hangs around always and will help all of the other moodlets last longer. It's not super useful, but it can keep them in a better mood so that you have less negativity. These Sims, the father just died. He turned into an elder and he died from overexertion after woohoo. I'm not going to tell you whether or not that was on purpose. And it was a lot easier, I found, to get them to lose their sadness and be able to be happy again because of the feeling fine all the time. I believe that that's why. So in Tier 2, which is a tiny home, which is anything less than 64 tiles, you're going to get the light in the load and feeling fine all the time, but you'll also get cozy comforts where everything is twice as comfortable as it is generally. So your Sims are going to be a lot less likely to wake up feeling uncomfortable or not enjoy their couch and things like that because of cozy comforts. And honestly, the most valuable of all of these lot perks is You Got the Touch. Skills increased at double the standard rate. So I was able to have the father figure in this house start painting, and within a day, he was making masterpieces with a level 10 painting skill. The mother has maxed out programming, cooking, video gaming, and I believe she's at level 9 gardening. She has a lot of really high skills, and she's only just turned into an adult, and I didn't even start playing her until she was a young adult. So it's not like I started her from when she was a baby and then got her all of her toddler skills and did all of that to get her to get all of these skills. She just got them in her young adulthood, which is crazy to me. So You Got the Touch is honestly so valuable, especially if you're doing something like a Rags to Riches challenge where you need to gain lots of skills, or even starting off like a 100 baby challenge in a micro or tiny home can be really, really helpful. And finally, we have Tier 3, which is the micro home. So you're also going to get light in the load, you're also going to get feeling fine all the time, You Got the Touch, and cozy comforts. But in addition to that, you're also going to get Let's All Get Along. So all of your relationship gains are doubled. Now, my Sim is able to pretty much become instant friends with anyone because with this relationship gains are doubled, we became friends with every person that came in the welcome wagon. We became friends with anybody pretty much that walked by on the first day because I was testing all this stuff. I was able to get her and her now deceased husband like a full relationship and romantic bar within a day. Like it was actually crazy. Like probably like 3 or 4 sim hours they were engaged and were getting married because of how quickly the relationship gains were. So that was crazy. If you also have Get Famous installed in your game, you have the reputation system. And when you have a high reputation, like a positive reputation, you can definitely use that to start off relationships higher to begin with anyway. So if you take Let's All Get Along from Tiny Living and the reputation system from Get Famous, you can become instant friends, like instant best friends with just about any sim. And finally, we have Let It Grow. So your plants are going to grow twice as fast as normal, which is really awesome. So that's why we have this like rose garden in the backyard, because roses make a decent amount of money, and for 2 seasons out of the year, we do make quite a bit of money from that. So you can definitely have a garden behind your tiny home or your micro home and have a great little side income from that, in addition to whatever else you're doing, because your skills are going so fast that you should have another job anyway. Honestly, I think that these are too powerful. Throughout playing with this family, this little Charles, he just finished a thing for his artistic prodigy aspiration, but I was able to get him all 5 maxed out toddler skills in 2 sim days. And that wasn't even trying that hard, because the skills are gaining so quickly and so quickly and so quickly that it's really just not a problem. It's so easy to do. So now he has the top-notch toddler trait that he'll get to keep for the rest of his life. He's going to get all of his other skills even faster. So that's going to add on to You Got the Touch, and it's going to make him gain all skills even faster. He's now acquiring the violin skill because he maxed out his creativity so quickly before I could even get to this point. Like, it's just absolutely insane. So he's a top-notch toddler. I'm probably going to finish at least 2 aspirations with him as a child so he can get like creatively and mentally gifted, and that's just going to be too easy. As you can see, she has a ton of skills. We've almost maxed out gardening, she's maxed out handiness, programming, video gaming, and cooking, and I've managed to upgrade every single thing in this house because she has maxed out handiness. So let's use we don't actually know Gavin Richards yet, so let's go out, and we can even use a cheerful introduction because she has so much charisma at this point that we can do that. So let's go in and see how high this bar up here fills just from an introduction. Gavin just became good friends with Lacey, and all that happened was she said hello. Like, that's it. It's honestly insane. Like, let's go do it again. Let's just make tons of good friends. We could have some Johnny Zest in our life. Why not? But as you can see, so, okay, Johnny didn't want to be our friend, but that's fine. We were good friends with Bob Pancakes, and we didn't actually know Eliza until Love Day, when she has a little bit of mischief skill because she has a little bit of every skill because she gains them so quickly. And I was getting her to sell one of her books, and I've never seen this before, but there's an option to send a forged breakup letter to somebody. So she sent a letter as Bob to Eliza, trying to get them to break up, and now Eliza hates her. This was also the day that the day after her husband died, so she was feeling it, you know. She was not very happy. But yeah, so now her and Gavin are best friends, and like they don't know each other at all. I also wanted to just show you guys like how quickly skills do gain. I don't think I have any guitar skill right now, and essentially like within seconds she can have, like, she's acquired the guitar skill. Okay, we're working on it. She's going to have level 2 of the guitar skill very, very quickly. As you can see, Charles has already gotten to level 3 of violin, and he's only been playing for 2 hours. Like, it's just, yeah. These lot perks are honestly phenomenal because they're making the game a lot more, like, simple and easy, but then it's also, like, less of a challenge. Like, I feel like if you were to do a rags to riches using these lot perks, you're going to end up doing it so quickly, and it's all part of the game, so it's fair game, right? But if you really want to have a challenging one, you wouldn't choose a tiny home residential lot. You would just choose a regular lot. So yeah, as you can see, she's about to get level 2 of the guitar skill, and she just started. Like, she'll be able to max this out probably within like 2 days. I'm completely, just absolutely shocked by this. I'm going to get her to go and deal with her garden, and then we can supersell for 2,900 simoleons all of the roses in our backyard, which is crazy. So yeah, the only reason why I started this garden was because I wanted to test out how quickly they grow, and essentially you plant them and then they're already growing and sprouting and doing all of that. And I've never actually made this much money from gardening this quickly. I accidentally bulldozed my entire lot and lost my original garden, but they were also, I feel like, evolving faster. And that was kind of cool because then they are worth more money, and we were just making a ridiculous amount of money. Like, it was just insane. As you can see, they have $19,000 in the bank, but they also have like the most expensive computer, the most expensive stove, and the most expensive fridge. And I would give them the most expensive beds, but I just really like the new tiny living beds. So like, of course I'm going to go with those. Anyway, so I guess the point I'm trying to make here is that I think that this pack is 100% worth the money just based on these perks. Like, if you want your sim to be a gardener but want it to happen more quickly, get Tiny Living. If you want your sim to max out a bunch of skills and have a super sim, get Tiny Living and live in a micro home, because you'll have all of these perks that can make it happen so much faster. If you're working on the friend of the world aspiration and you need a ton of friends and you need a ton of best friends and all of that, get Tiny Living, because all of these relationship gains are absolutely insane. And yeah, I've never seen any perks like this that have been this powerful in The Sims, so it's really, really cool to see. And I'm really enjoying playing again, and I found that sometimes I do the same things over and over again. I never garden because I'm like, oh, it just takes so long and then things are always out of season. But in this, I'm like, oh, let's garden because we have perks and she's getting all these skills that I would never get her to gain. And it's just really cool. And I really, really enjoy this pack. That's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to talk about how insane these perks can be. And if you are on the fence about getting the Tiny Living Stuff Pack, I would honestly just do it for these perks. They're crazy and totally worth it. So that's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. And I will see you guys next time.